Well, the reason I'm excited and delighted to be part of the integrated term or the learning community or whatever we're calling this at the end of the day is that I think the typical paradigm for education for many people has been this duality between the knowing subject, the knowing professor who is instilling in his passive objects knowledge, depositing knowledge, if you will, and that's the metaphor that the great Brazilian educator Paulo Freire used, that students become like banking objects that are deposited information, and the teacher is the all-knowing subject that stands in front of the room and speaks. This paradigm of the learning community suggests that we're all going to be learning from each other and with each other, and doing the kind of education and the kind of learning that is about posing problems, posing questions, and trying to answer those questions. Thus our large title, The Fate of the Earth. We thought some of the most pressing issues facing all of us is the future of the planet. And using that problem as a means of helping us see how various disciplinary approaches can help us approach the problem and think about the problem and answer the problem. And so I'm very excited about the fact that I'm going to be learning not only from my peers, my colleagues, 5 other professors whom I have a lot of respect for and whom I'm looking forward to teaching with, but also from the students themselves who will be part of this process of posing the problem and trying to come up with tractable answers to it. That's why I'm excited about it. Now, what do I bring to the table? What do I bring to this 3-ring circus, if that's what it's going to be? Well, my job is to be the writing professor, the English professor, and so obviously I'm there to help students with their writing, just as I would be in a traditional freshman English course. But the difference in this case is that I'm going to be very interested in helping students and working with students to fashion documents that are real-world based, that are not just academic papers that you write for the sake of getting a grade or for the sake of fulfilling a class, but the kind of work that might actually live within the world to help solve this problem. And I hope to be helping students come up with argumentative strategies, formatting strategies, different kinds of genres of writing, so that their work can live in this world and hopefully have an impact on it. The second aspect of my role of this community is that I'm a professor of film and American literature, and I'm very aware of the fact of how we have constructed in our culture expectations of consumption that sometimes are constructed for us in the very media that we consume, that we take for granted. And one of the things I hope we'll be able to do in this class is both to analyze how our media constructs for us expectations of consumption, which literally means we're consuming the world, and secondly, how we might be able to use that very media to combat these paradigms of consumption. So we might be able to do something to sort of talk back to the world and to get it off its path that it's been on. So these are the things that are making me excited about this course, and I think it could be fun.